We are back for the look at the weather, and
Yeah.
I'm a little worried for your health and well-being, sir.
How come?
Because you know Sharon doesn't like the cold, and she's here today.
Oh, she
so
is?
You're gonna have to hear about that later.
I'm going to hide from her.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. Some type of witness protection program thing or something.
Right. Is there any?
Maybe throwing a fake mustache.
Could I put like a brown bag over my head?
Todd's not here. Here's Rod with the weather.
Right. God Tutner or something like that.
Oh, now you're a god.
I'm a god, yeah.
Wow. That just took a left turn.
That's funny. Well, good morning, everybody. We, of course, will be giving you all the details on this weekend storm in just a second, but I don't want to look past this morning's cold. It is super, super cold out. These here represent the coldest temperatures of the season. Last weekend, Saturday morning, Caribou and Bangor got down way below zero. And check out those locations right now. We're getting close to those numbers we had last Saturday morning in Bangor and also in Caribou, and also close to a record low for the date in Caribou too. Elsewhere, it's significantly below zero. In Lewiston, Berlin, New Hampshire is 28 below. Holton is 30 below right now. It's even gone sub-zero along the coastline. Now, that's not the wind chill, okay? That's just the air temperature. Thankfully, there isn't much wind with this high draped right on top of us. That prevents any wind from actually stirring a little bit. We've got a front coming our way. It'll introduce some flurries tonight and tomorrow. Also some less cold air, so that'll be nice for 24 hours. But then the frigid stuff comes back this weekend, and we'll watch this storm, awaiting upper level energy to guide it north up the coastline. And it still looks like a pretty sizable hit for New England. Clear and calm this morning, brutally cold, but thankfully no wind out there, so dress for it. Midday, we're still looking at a lot of sunshine. Temperatures will be rising through the teens. This afternoon, there will be some clumps of clouds and possibly some coastal flurries, all because the wind stirs a little bit and turns onshore. So these will be like ocean effect clouds and ocean effect flurries. I don't expect any accumulation, but there'll be a little bit of sun that gets kind of shrouded out by the clouds later on today. Your highs eventually getting back up into the lower 20s for the most part in southwestern Maine, but eastern and northern Maine, you're going to stay in the teens, if not single digits for a high in Caribou. All right, let's start talking about the weekend storm. You know, overall, nothing's really changed. There's going to be upper level energy that picks up this low off of Florida and guides it north up the Atlantic coastline and up the eastern seaboard. It's still going to be the strongest storm of our season to this point off our coastal waters of New England, and it still looks like a big hit for especially coastal New England. Heavy snow and wind Saturday into Saturday night. Now, I did talk about yesterday how there will be some wiggles and some wobbles, and over the last 24 hours, there has been a little wiggle to the east. So we have adjusted the snow map just a little bit and brought numbers down a tad, but I still see the potential here for double-digit snowfall right along the coastline and definitely for eastern Maine. The mountains, you're still not in the jackpot zone. My hunch is that that eastward jog or eastward wiggle has stopped, and we're going to see a pretty big hit here Saturday afternoon into Saturday night as far as snow and wind goes. But if it hasn't stopped and it shifts a little bit more, then we will have to lower mounts a little bit more there too. So again, still things in flux. It's still 48 hours away, but we're still looking at double-digit snow totals along the coastline and in down East Maine. Blizzard conditions possible from the wind, and of course a power outage concern if we get some wind gusts over 50. I do have some positive news here. While there will be some very high tides from the new moon, I don't think the coastal flood threat is very high. That highest tide is Saturday morning, and that does not coincide with the strongest part of the storm, which will be Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. That's the latest. We'll keep passing along info to you. Small crafts are up today, seas 2 to 3 feet, and southwest winds 10 to 20 knots. Sunshine, but it's cold out, high temperature around 20. Flurries tomorrow, a high around 30. Snow and wind Saturday night, cold day too, only in the teens. And then we'll stay cold early next week. But I do see a moderating trend and a little February thaw for Tuesday, Wednesday, and beyond. That's the latest for you.
You see what I see? You see what I see?
See that 4?
I saw the 4. I saw the 4. All right, thank you. That's all.
Yeah.